me, the power of Seattle Shakespeare is connection. Connection to our audiences, connection to the text, connection to future generations.
I did not receive a very good Shakespearean education when I grew up. So I had a lot of intimidation around Shakespeare. And over the course of time of being able to work with these shows by way of Seattle Shakespeare, I really started to realize that there was nothing to be intimidated about. This language, these worlds, these plays, these characters, they are all us. They're just said in a different way.
I believe the power of Seattle Shakespeare is playing it forward, giving the next generation the opportunity to understand the glory and the majesty that is Shakespeare and is theater.
To me, the power of Seattle Shakespeare Company is that its mission is to produce the work of perhaps the most innovative and influential figure in English literature. I want to thank Seattle Shakespeare for being the home where you can go as an actor to pick up the most extraordinary of all plays and gift them to the audience.
To me, Seattle Shakespeare is a gift, a foolish, extravagant spirit full of forms, figures, shapes, objects, ideas, apprehensions, motions, revolutions, all begot in the ventricle of memory.
To us, the power of Seattle Shakespeare Company is the community. It's the people who we've spent years working beside and where we met 11 years ago.
We actually met backstage. Brian was in The Merchant of Venice with Chuck Leggett, and he introduced us.
And we're
The rest is
still
history.
married.
We love Seattle Shakes. Mwah.
Mwah.
To me, the power of Seattle Shakespeare is the theater home it's given me. I've grown up with a community of teachers and peers who have supported me growing into a full human, and who I can now call on to help support and create new theater projects. It's so cool, y'all.
To me, the power of Seattle Shakespeare is passion. Passionate artists doing beautiful work, passionate leadership bringing it all together, and passionate audiences that make everything possible.
I feel valued, honored, respected, and I know that everyone in the room supports me, trusts me.
To me, the power of Seattle Shakespeare is the overwhelming sense of community, be it from the artistic side with our actors, directors, designers, stage management and stage crew, to our tirelessly hardworking support staff at Seattle Shakespeare Company, including our volunteers, to our patrons. There is an undeniable symbiotic relationship between these groups of people where there is a consistent sense of care and compassion and joy and love and dedication for the work that we all do and the work that we get to enjoy amongst one another. And it's essential. It's essential for all of us, and especially in times like these.
To me, the power of Seattle Shakespeare Company is community, bringing people together for the sacred ritual of theater and providing free Shakespeare in the parks every summer.
I cannot stress how important Seattle Shakespeare Company is to the public education in this state, and to some of these kids who are, those lonely drama kids like I was, who finally feel represented. I'm getting a little choked up. Seattle Shakespeare Company is such a great, powerful, important force in the community and in the state.
To me, the power of Seattle Shakespeare is their ability to consistently choose timeless and relevant stories for today's audiences.
To me, the power of Seattle Shakespeare Company is that it's a place that tells the stories that I want to see and hear right now.
It's a place that takes risks, that takes chances on artists.
It's a place that has allowed us as artists to expand how we approach classical theater.
All female and non-binary work exists and flourishes in Seattle and beyond
because of the courage of places like Seattle Shakespeare Company.
So from Upstart Crow Collective, we'd like to say, with love and appreciation,
thank you, Seattle Shakespeare Company.
Thank you, Seattle Shakespeare Company.
Thank you, Seattle Shakespeare Company.
To me, the power of Seattle Shakespeare is in its effort to be a theater for everyone, a place that you can call home.
To be able to come together as a community, either to be in an audience and witness one of these shows, these incredible stories, or to be a performer involved in the creation and production of one of the shows, it is a powerful privilege and a great joy.
Here's to more stories. Here's to improving on the 2020s. Here's to Seattle Shakes.